Welcome to the Naked Relationship Podcast. I'm Adam, and you're going to hear an episode with just Kelley today, a solo chat with her, where she talks about her sugar daddy adventures of last week. But before that, we've got some business we have to cover. We have some exciting news to tell you, but first we're going to give a big shout out to altplayground.net. They are our longest running sponsor, but also probably one that we're most excited about. And reason for that is Alt Playground has officially acquired both Love Voodoo and Swingers Underground sites. And what does that mean for you? Many more lifestylers all in one convenient place. Love Voodoo users and their data will soon be merged into altplayground.net, resulting in significantly more people to connect with. Just another example of how Alt Playground is changing the game. They're working hard to bring you the ultimate lifestyle experience with like-minded people from across the country. Again, shout out to altplayground.net. You guys are continuing to push the ball forward. So thank you guys for everything you're doing, not only for us, but for lifestylers as well. So this next partner that we're going to talk about is one that you've probably heard of, probably seen before, but one that you might not have taken the opportunity to purchase. That is Manscaped. So have you ever had an awkward sex moment where you couldn't find the tree because it's hidden in the bushes? Thankfully, Manscaped has come to the rescue. For those of you who don't really like a messy bush or even a bush at all, Manscaped has something for you. And it is something that we've started to use. We enjoy it, but it's not just a pube trimmer, right? It's a lot more than that, because when you buy what they call the perfect package, you get so much more. You get toner, you get a travel bag, you get a lot of different stuff for your manscaping needs. So as someone who is bisexual, I don't always enjoy pubes. You know, if they're messy or just over the top, it can be a bit distracting, but it is something that not everybody enjoys. And for those of you who don't, this is the perfect product for your partner. And that is the Manscaped Perfect Package 3.0. And that's why its revolutionary company, Manscaped, has redesigned the electric trimmer and called it the Lawnmower 3.0, which has proprietary advanced skin-safe technology. So this trimmer reduces cuts on your nuts, right? So how many of you have used an electric trimmer on your nuts before and you get a little clip or a little nick in your nuts and it starts bleeding? Scares the shit out of me, to be honest with you, but this helps reduce all of that. So you don't have to worry about it. And one thing that we are excited to offer is a 20% discount plus free shipping with the code NAKED at manscaped.com. Penis owners, your balls will thank you. So don't forget, you get 20% off and free shipping with the code NAKED at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use the code NAKED. Thank you, Manscaped, for making our sex lives better.
Hi, welcome to the Naked Relationship Podcast. I'm Kelley, and it's just me this week, guys. I know you fucking love me and love my voice, and we already know who the star is. It's moi. I'm just kidding, guys. It's just my turn to do a solo chat this week. So this episode's going in a little late because I have been busy. Sorry, just work has been really crazy. I'm kind of training a new nurse, and that has just taken most of my time. So she's brand spanking new into the field, and there's a lot of teaching and learning going on that I need to instill into this fresh new baby nurse that I hopefully will not corrupt. Because everyone knows nurses are the naughtiest. But so I've been really busy with work and just we're going on a trip in a couple weeks, and just family stuff, just a lot going on. And we're trying to kind of slowly reel it in and get some things done. But we have made time to play in the lifestyle. And that includes my sugar daddy escapades. So this week's chat will be on my sugar daddy experiences and how they're going. So this is like a sugar daddy part 2. So let's start with a couple weeks ago. I was really it was the same guy that we talked about in the previous episode, or maybe a couple episodes ago, where I told Adam I fucking lied to him and cheated. Same guy. It's that same guy. He is in his 40s. He's relatively young compared to all the other men on the site. So he like most of the sugar daddies that are on that site are looking for a specific arrangement because their lifestyle does not permit any personal relationships. So they're trying to kind of come to a compromise and see if they can find a young woman or a young man. I don't know if there's any sugar babies that are male, but props to you if there are. But find a sugar baby that can fit within their lifestyle. So since I work nights, I'm pretty flexible with my daytime availability. But the thing is that I usually don't play when I have to work the next night. So it's just that I'm really, really exhausted from the previous night of work and I just need those few hours of rest. But this instant, that same sugar daddy had been texting me trying to meet up at our apartment, which this would be a weekday in which Adam works from home. Okay, so this is a weekday. Adam works from home. He works in our playroom, which also doubles as a podcast area and his office. So it's like a 3-in-1 type situation. And this is the only room in which I can because we have the rule where we don't fuck in our bed. So we have this extra bedroom with a bed where we can fuck. But Adam is using it to do his work, which is understandable. And we also have our podcasting equipment in here as well. So I have been on his ass, on Adam's ass, particularly because it's plump. I like to smack it whenever I walk by him. Side note. But yes, so I've been on Adam's ass about asking his boss when he's going to go back to fucking work. Okay. It's not just that. It's just that Adam does not stay focused. He is not in the zone for 8 hours. He has to pop out and use the bathroom in our master bedroom instead of the one that's right next to the second bedroom, aka our playroom. Okay. He would rather walk across the living room to the master bedroom where I'm sleeping sometimes and use the master bathroom. And just whenever I'm off, and I'm trying to chill, relax on the couch, he feels the need to come out there and just hang out with me for a minute. And I'm just sometimes I just want to chill and veg out on the couch with my kitties and my puppies and no one else. And then Adam comes in and wants to kiss me, make out with me and fuck me. I'm listen, dude, I love you. You're my husband, but I just need some alone time. I need to decompress from my hard work, night, day, whatever. But I feel working from home for him, there's no clear boundaries on if you're at work, quotation marks, I'm doing air quotes right now, that he needs to stay in this area and just use the bathroom by the playroom and you can go to the kitchen, I guess, and grab snacks and whatever. But there needs to be some distinct boundaries. But you know him. He's always trying to love on me. And I let him. But so here's the rub. I can't meet my play dates here anymore because Adam is using this space. So I pitched the idea to the guy that actually I let him know our situation, that Adam works from home and he will be here and that we can't really use the playroom because it's Adam's office. And he was like, oh, that's fine. I want to fuck you while he watches. And I was like, okay. Let me see if Adam is okay with this. Adam said he was kind of okay with it. And then I told the guy what he said and that's fine. I'll just watch you and Adam fuck. And I was like, what? Really? And he was like, yeah. So the day comes where he's like, hey, I'm free in the morning. And this is a morning where I just had gotten off work and I didn't have to go in the next night. So he's like, I'm free late morning, around 11. I'm like, cool. I'll just sleep for a little bit and then I'll wake up, put on something cute and sexy and have some rumpled, sleepy bedhead and me and Adam will fuck. Then this guy texts me back. He's like, hey, it will have to be early afternoon. And is it okay if me and you fuck and Adam just kind of be there for the first time since I'm coming over to your apartment for the first time? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. I let Adam know the kind of like change in plan, and he was okay with it. And I pitched the idea of like, I don't know if I pitched it, but like I said, hey, my husband will be here. Maybe we can do it like in the living room while he's in his office and he can listen. He was like, yeah, he was totally down for that. So in the end, I stayed up after I've gotten off work. I stayed up until 12, which this is the time the guy said he would be here. And he did get here around 12. Adam is already situated in his office. Like the office is right next to the living room where we were gonna like meet and do our thing. And so the guy comes in, he knocks, I open the door. I'm in this sexy black night slip, nightgown, negligee, whatever. I have mess of hair, like it's loose, long, looks luxurious, looks like a lion's mane. And I walk this guy over to the couch, and I don't know if you guys know or if you have heard of this device. It's called a Furbo, and Adam's mom gave him that for Christmas. And it's a camera where you can watch your pets. Okay, yeah, we're those crazy like fur baby pet people. So Adam has a way of activating this camera because it like looks out into the living room. So he is basically being like a voyeur in the best possible way. Like he is able to listen to what is kind of going on from the other room and see what is going on, which is awesome, I think. So me and this guy like chat for a few minutes, not even that long, and then we start making out. And this gentleman, he's been having a lot of issues with just like scheduling a time for our rendezvous, and like he's been having some health issues. I think he said a couple weeks ago he threw out his back. And so we started having sex. We started making out on the couch. We started grinding and like dry humping through our clothes. And then I lifted up my nightgown and he like started eating me out and like fingering me. It felt really great. Ugh, I'm the best at getting eaten out, guys. And I was honestly a little bit afraid of like making too much noise because I do not know our neighbors. Okay. I have no idea who they are. And I'm afraid like they're going to complain to the office about my loud ass lovemaking. So part of me was like, can't like be as loud as I want to be, like, but loud enough for Adam to hear. So it was like a very like confusing situation about like my moaning and stuff going on in my head. So this guy is like eating me out, fingering me. It's going great. He stands up and starts taking off his work clothes really quick. So he was taking off all his clothes. He gets back on the couch. I go down on him, and normal average penis, I would say it was a little on the thinner side. I like girthy penises. This was not that. This was a little bit thin, and it did have like a fat head. So I go down on him, and he has complimented my oral fellatio skills, which a girl always likes to hear that she's really good at giving head. And I'm going down on him, like he starts pushing my head down and grabbing my hair, and I'm loving it. And I tell him like I get really horny and turned on, and I'm like, okay, we have to fuck now. So we grab a condom, which I grabbed a little bunch, put it on the coffee table. He grabbed one. He is like kind of putting it on. He's losing his erection a little bit. So I start kind of like kissing his legs and like making out with him. And I lay on my back, and he gets on top of me like missionary style. And he like starts going to town, which not really. It's more like a slow walk through town. And then I decide to get on top so I can control the force and the pace. So I push him back against the couch, and I climb on top of him, and I start riding him. And oh my God, that felt even better. So I start riding him, and I come from that. I loved it. I just feel like what's the word? The thrill of it. Like the thrill of like having Adam next door listening to me. The thrill of like having like this guy I barely know like come in and like basically fuck me like right in my own house, and just like it was a great experience, a great feeling. And I think that's what like got me off the most. It wasn't his penis. It was just like the thrill and rush of this experience is what got me off and like made me come so hard. Actually, that's just like, oh, feels great reliving it kind of. I want that thrill again. Okay. So I come and he still hasn't come yet. So he bends me over and pushes me down and starts like fucking me from behind doggy style. And like I said, this guy is like in his early 40s and he was not going fast enough or hard enough for me. I'm used to getting pounded by Adam and he fucking does an amazing job. And I start like moaning and like saying, go harder, please fuck me faster, go deeper. And he does get a little, like, he does pick up the pace like a smidge, but it doesn't do anything. And so I just push him back on the couch. I rip off his condom and I start going down on him. Like, I start giving him the best blowjob of his life. Like, I could tell like he was really enjoying it because he was like making a lot of moaning sounds, and his like eyes were rolling in the back of his head. And then I could tell, like I could start feeling like the buildup coming up, and like his dick started like almost quivering a little bit, like he was about to come. So I start picking up my pace. I start going faster, deeper. It's starting to get a little bit more sloppier. And then he says, oh God, I'm about to come. I'm like, yes, come in my mouth. So he comes so much. It's just like shooting in the back of my throat. And I do not swallow it because per the previous time, it fucking tasted awful. So I try to make it look sexy and I start like letting it come out of my mouth and dribble down his cock and like making it look like super hot and like I swallowed it almost, but like let some come out. And he is just like, ugh, that was fucking awesome. I needed that. Like, he's been stressed from work. He just needed this release. And yeah. But like overall, I did enjoy the experience, but his dick was not that great. It didn't do anything for me. It wasn't what I wanted. Like I kind of wanted something more, I guess. Maybe a bigger dick, thicker dick. And he only paid me like $100, guys. Okay. And it kind of made me feel like shit. Like I feel like I'm worth more than 520s. And I was like a little bit like fucking sad. I was like, is that it? Is that like all I'm worth to you? But I told Adam this afterwards. Well, okay, let me rewind a bit. As soon as he left, Adam walked out the fucking door out of the second bedroom and like came over to me and he was like, that was hot as shit. I could see like most of the stuff that was going on because like we have a little cat tree that blocks part of the furbo, so he could like see like me going up and down on his cock and like me riding him, but not in super great detail. But he said he like came 3 times while he was like next door in the bed in the like office bedroom area, and like he said he wished I was louder because he couldn't hear it that well. And I told him like I just didn't want to like the neighbors to hear, and like he was no, be louder next time. And then like I told him like his dick was not great. I need you to fuck me. And he fucked me so fucking good on the couch where I literally like squirted, like not squirt, like came over the guy and like there was a wet spot on there. And it was like, oh, Adam's dick is way better. And so, but yeah, but I told him how I felt afterwards, like how I just liked the rush and excitement of like the experience, but like his dick wasn't great. I got $100, so I felt like kind of like a piece of shit. So, and I just told him like, I think I'm just gonna message this guy and say, hey, I don't think we're compatible. I forgot to see what I told him. Like, let me pull up my phone and see what I told this guy. I'm very bad with like telling people what, like being blunt. And in this lifestyle, I feel like you kind of have to be super honest and blunt in order to, you know, be as transparent as possible with people. So let's see. Okay, this is what I said to him. I had fun, but I think we are looking for different things. on the seeking arrangement site. Best of luck to you. And I sent that. And then he said, just so I understand, what are you looking for? And at this point, I was like, oh, God, I just thought he would just like ghost me and I wouldn't have to answer these questions. So I just kind of told him that I didn't feel like I was adequately compensated and that I was maybe looking for something a bit more than just like coming to the apartment, fuck, and then leave. So I conveyed that to him and he was willing to increase the price. And some previous times I did try to like kind of approach the subject of like compensation because like I value myself in a certain way and I just don't want to degrade what I value myself. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't know. But in the end, I told him that and he agreed to increase the price and like, but we haven't talked since. So I don't think anything will come of it. I honestly don't think he'll ever talk to me again or text me again. He hasn't in these past, like 2 weeks. So I think that relationship has sizzled out. But the experience was great. I definitely enjoyed it. I honestly, like, that's the type of, like, porn I'm into right now is, like, sugar daddy amateur porn where it's, like, this younger girl and a way older guy fucking and just, like, that really, really gets me off. Ugh. But it's really hard to find porn like that, guys. I have combed through Pornhub looking for that stuff. So anything new that pops up, I'm like, yes, I love it. But yeah, so my sugar daddy experiences have been kind of hit or miss. Right now, currently, I am on the SA website. I did update my profile to include like, hey, if you talk to me, I am a person that wants to meet up and like have drinks, have coffee, like have face-to-face conversation. I also put in there like, if we do go out, I would love like the first meetup, like I do want to be compensated because I've had so many people like no show or like ghost me like the day of what we're supposed to meet. So if we go out, I kind of expect for you to pay for the drinks or the coffee, or if we're just hanging out, just like maybe like hand me a 20 for my time and effort, you know? And like I've gotten a lot of positive like feedback from being so blunt and upfront, and I actually feel proud of myself. Like I feel like I'm taking really good initiative in this and like letting people know up front what I'm looking for, what their expectations of me are, and like just really super great. Like right now I'm currently talking to 3 sugar daddies, and like I said, timing is so very difficult, but because these gentlemen like are mostly retired or they're like in like on the way of getting retired, so they have family things going on. They're like going on vacations and like these are like vacations with their family and they're spending family time together. Like they also want to have like emotional relationships, physical relationships with younger women, and it's just really, really hard to find time to do these things. And it's very difficult with my schedule too. Like I'm only available on certain days. I work opposite of the entire world. So I'm like asleep when they are awake. But right now I'm talking to 3 sugar daddies, and 2 of them kind of live a little bit like a ways away from me, at least like 2.5 hours driving distance. But they said they come through where I live pretty consistently, and just like they try to give me like notice when they're coming, and like sometimes it just doesn't work with my schedule, but I'm still kind of like checking in on them, like making sure like, hey, I'm still available. I like chatting with these guys and like talking to them. I really do enjoy it. Like I really do enjoy the process of like getting to know someone, because like potentially I may sleep with them, so I do kind of like knowing a little bit about them. But I've had to cancel on one just because I couldn't sleep. I stayed awake all night and I had to meet him next morning, and I didn't fall asleep until 6 a.m. And the meeting with the guy was like around 9 or 10. And I told him like, I can't meet this guy. I look awful. I feel awful. So I just sent him a text and explained what was going on. And he was actually super sweet and nice about it. And like, he completely understood. I feel like older gentlemen like way more understanding than these young boys out there on Bumble who think that you're like flaking on them. Like, no, I'm just fucking tired, man. Give me a break. But yeah, that is my sugar daddy experience so far. And I hope I actually might potentially have another coffee date with one later today, this Friday evening. So hopefully I can, make some things happen, get a little frisky, give it a little blowy. I don't know. All right, guys, but that's all I have. I know some people have like been trying to reach out on Instagram. I've not been as active as I should be, but I promise. Hopefully work slows down a little bit. Hopefully people stop getting sick. I don't know. I will try to be better at it, guys. But please follow us. Please follow us on Twitter, Instagram. Check out our website. Oh my God, guys. Instagram hit like 1,000 followers. And thank you so much for subscribing to our content. We love sharing these stories with you. And thank you for showing us all this love and support. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Bye.
So that's going to do it for Kelley's solo chat today. Please follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at TNR Podcasts. That's plural. And our website, thenakedrelationship.com. You can find Kelley's voluptuous breastises on there on our website through one of our blogs. And you can find a lot more on there, including ways to contact us if you don't want to use your social media. Again, thank you to Manscaped, where you can get 20% off and free shipping with the code NAKED at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. Just be sure to use the code NAKED. Thank you, Manscaped, for making our sex lives better. And please do not forget to check out altplayground.net. It's a site that we use. We have our podcast account on there, but then we also externally pay for our personal account. And the reason why we chose to pay for it externally is so that way we can bring you the unbiased opinions on it. And quite frankly, we fucking love it. So please do yourself a favor, get an altplayground.net account. So one last thing is fullswapshop.com. Did you know that we have merch? You can get it on fullswapshop.com. We have everything from thongs to shot glasses, t-shirts, you name it. If we don't have it, we will do our best to get it for you. And so the reason I bring that up is because if you purchase something on fullswapshop.com from The Naked Relationship, we might be doing a giveaway. So be sure to save those email receipts because we might be doing a giveaway where it's something that you guys might like. So again, this is The Naked Relationship, and thank you so much for listening. And in the words of my father-in-law, adios, amigos.